Hi everyone, Stuart Hayden here from Storm Beach, specialising in authentic leadership. I'm here at the Storm Beach and on the Gower in South Wales in the UK, and I just want to do a quick pan across the beach to demonstrate something really powerful in terms of change. So in terms of Storm Beach, as you can see, it's made up predominantly of pebbles. There is some sand, but mostly it's pebbles. And what happens is that the energy from the ocean, the waves, comes in from the bottom left hand side of your screen, and therefore on the left hand side of the beach itself. Okay, and the idea of panning across the beach just serves to show something really powerful, particularly perhaps in an organisational context, because if you sort of liken the pebbles in the beach to an environment or culture in an organisation or a team, you can see its effects. So if the energy is moving the pebbles from left to right, then very simply there are more pebbles on the right hand side of the beach than there are on the left. Okay, equally in terms of change within organisations, what you find is some people are resistant to change. There will always be energy resisting, so there's always still going to find pebbles and people resisting that change. But when we pan across the beach in a second, we'll just see that change and that intentions and the community and groups, in this case in pebbles, is much greater in volume as we move to the right hand side. So we're on the left hand side as we can see it now. And you can see as you go far left as you can, sort of where the trees are, you can see there is a big bank of pebbles, but as you sort of pan across slowly, you'll notice that bank gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Start to see now bigger in the middle. There you go. So much more of the pebble, the energy is shifting to the right hand side. This is the middle of the beach, so the bank is probably looking across, yeah, it's probably about twice the size. It's actually kind of sort of two banks of pebbles, which you probably can't make out. It all looks like one, I would imagine. And again, what we find out now is not so much the height of the bank, but the whole scope of the beach and the pebbles is far greater to the right hand side. And what you can't see in shot, if I had a helicopter I'd hire one and show you, what you can't see here is that bank of pebbles is much more spread out. You can see much more coming down the beach, and what you can't see is what's known as the hinterland of the beach. Is behind that bank, what you can see is a big swathe of pebbles which goes on and on to the back to where the trees are, which is completely different to the left hand side. On the left hand side, that bank is just that single sort of strand, if you like. So it's just a really nice metaphor, a really cool way of looking at it. In terms of organisational change, very often what we find is people who have the agility, the intention, the flexibility to progress and move on to, in this case, the right hand side, but we still find people on the left. But it's a lovely sort of symbol of how nature changes and how we can adopt some of those principles of changing and shifting as an agile, small pebble with the energy to move forward, rather than being that large pebble who's stuck in their ways and happy to hang out in the old world, which in this case is the left hand side of the beach.